Hey, welcome back guys, JC here, and today let's replace a lens on a camera. This one is not damaged, but I'm going to show you how to do it anyway. So the very first thing is getting your damaged lens off. Well, let me back up. Your lens doesn't even have to be damaged. Maybe you just want to switch to a different style lens. For example, this is a 2.8mm lens, and I will be putting on a 2.1mm lens. It goes both ways, but either way, let's remove the lens. You can use a pair of needle nose pliers. Chances are you don't have your camera in a mount like this. This is kind of rare, but you can take these pliers and grab the lock ring, which is this part right here, and twist it. It's going to be counterclockwise if you're viewing the lens, so it's going to be going that way from the top. So twisting it this way, that will loosen it. But my thing is, even if you can't get a hold of the lock ring with needle nose pliers, you can just grab the entire lens if it is already damaged. Because if it's already damaged, you don't have to worry about damaging it twice. I've already loosened mine off camera, and once you get that lock ring loose, the whole thing would just screw off. As far as purchasing a new lens, you may have to do a little bit of research. If you ask me, chances are I'm not going to have an answer for exactly what lens you need. And what I'm really trying to explain is the threads on camera lenses vary a little bit. There's not that many styles. There's only like 2 or 3 main styles. But the majority of cameras use the same thread pitch. So this came off of my Runcam camera, and it's a 2.8mm lens. This is a 2.1mm lens off of a Foxeer camera, but they will both fit each other because, like I said, it's not a universal thread pitch because there are different ones, but this style is extremely common. Just do some research and you'll find the one you need. And you can get new camera lenses off of Banggood, Amazon, eBay, everywhere. They're pretty cheap. They run between like $6 to $8. I'll leave you some links in the description below. Now, before you tighten down the lock ring, you need to focus the lens. So here's how I do this. So as you see here, if we keep screwing the lens on more and more, it's going to become more focused. It's now at the focus to where kind of like a near sight. You can actually see the scratches on this old lens. But if you keep going, there we go. Now you don't actually want to focus it like this, because especially if you're looking at something right in front of you, because it's going to be focused for, it's almost like a person with near sight vision. You can see close up but not that far away. We want to focus this actually looking at something far away. The best way to get your focus absolutely perfect is going to be printing off something like this. I'll leave you a link to where you can find this and print it off and tape this to something in your house. So now let me show you how to actually get the focus perfect. Alright, so I put the old lens back on because I didn't want to take the 2.1 lens off of my other camera. That's actually my more favorite camera. But anyway, right now I'm screwing the lens on, and I'm just showing you that if you do have it focused up close, it's not going to be focused perfectly for far away. Obviously you would rather have it more focused far away than up close. Now if we fine tune it and I slowly turn this lens, you see that piece of paper that I printed off that's taped to my door? Look at the lines on the outside edges. The more clear those lines are, the better the focus is. And you see it's still kind of blurry in the middle. With this camera, it's not going to be absolutely perfect, but I'm going to twist it left and right to find the area that looks the absolute best. After going a little bit too far to the left and then a little bit too far to the right, and do that 2 or 3 times, I find what is the best it can get, and then you want to tighten down the lock ring and your focus should look pretty good, something similar to this. Once you get your lens as focused as it possibly can get, this is the hardest part. Tightening down this lock ring without changing the focus, because once you start tightening this lock ring, well, hell, just watch. If I just spin the lock ring itself, the lens is actually spinning. So you want to hold the camera and hold the lens at the same time, and then I just tighten it down as much as I can with my fingers, and then once it starts getting a little snug, I will use a flathead screwdriver and then press down on it like that, and that will finish tightening it up the rest of the way. I don't get it super tight because the tighter it gets, the harder it is to hold the lens and camera in place to where the focus will not change. So I just get it pretty snug, and then to finish it up, I will take just like one, not even a full drop, but like half of a drop of either super glue or fingernail polish or something similar to it. I don't glue the entire thing, I'm telling you, just it only takes a little bit, half of a drop. And that will keep your lock ring from coming undone, and it keeps you from having to absolutely get it super tight, by hand. That does it for this one, guys. Hope I helped you out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon.